Okay, so we've got a polynomial here, 3x cubed plus 2ax squared minus 4x plus 5a. And we're given that x plus 3 is a factor, and we need to find the value of this constant a. So that's what we're looking to find, the value of this here. Now, there's three ways which I'm going to show you today. So 3 ways. One is synthetic long division. Synthetic. The other is the classic long division. And then the other one is we're just going to plug in the values for x plus 3 into here and see what happens. So synthetic long division. So for synthetic long division, we know this x plus 3 is a factor. So basically what it is, we want to get this x plus 3 to equal 0. So if x plus 3 equals 0, then x equals minus 3. So it's this minus 3 which we're interested in for synthetic. Let's just write synthetic here. Okay, so what we do now, set up a little table and we put in the minus 3 here, and then we write in all the factors of all the terms. So we've got a 3, got 2a, we've got a minus 4, and we've got a 5a. Okay, so first things first, what we do is we just bring this 3 down to the bottom. And then we do 3 times minus 3, which is minus 9. Okay, so now what we do, now we've got this term here, we've got these two multiplied, we're going to add these two together. So now we put a little add sign there, and in the bottom here we write 2a minus 9. Okay, so now what's the next step? So again, we multiply by the minus 3. So just put a little multiply sign there. Same for here, little multiply sign. So 2a minus 9 times minus 3. So that's going to give us minus 6a plus 27. Okay, so as we did before, we're now going to add these. So minus 6a plus 27 added with minus 4. So that's now going to give us minus 6a plus 23. Okay, so that's that taken care of there. So now again we multiply by the minus 3. So just a little multiply just so you can see that. So now multiply all these by minus 3. So now up here in this box, you can write it over here, give us room. We've got 18a minus 6 times minus 3, and 23 times minus 3 is minus 69. Okay, now what do? We add them again, and this is going to be given as our last term. So now we've got 23a, and we've got basically a 0 there. So 0 plus minus 69 is minus 69. Okay, now what we do know is that this polynomial here is factorable. So this here effectively becomes our remainder. So I'll just write that down here. 23a minus 69 is our remainder. I'll just put that as a little r. But as this is factorable, we know that the remainder will be 0. There should be no remainder. So that equals 0. So now, just to solve for a, 23a minus 69 equals 0. So then move the 69 to the other side. We've got 23a equals 69. Divide both sides by 23. A equals 3. Okay, so that's the synthetic. But let's just write the long division on here. Take this x plus 3 that we know is a factor, so I'm going to just write that here, and then we divide that by all of the polynomial. So just write that in there, 3x cubed plus 2ax squared minus 4x plus 5a. Okay, so the technique with this is, we take this first term now, 3x cubed, we only divide it by the x. So 3x cubed divided by x will give us 3x squared. And the key is to write that in the x squared, the line of all the x squared coefficients. So 3x squared. Okay, so that's what we do when we divide. But now what we do, this 3x squared, we multiply it by the 3. So now we get 3x squared times 3 is 9x squared. Okay, now just drawing a line underneath, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract. So this term, subtract this term. So 2ax squared minus 9x squared, 2a minus 9x squared. Okay, so now we find ourselves here. But with this one here, we do the same as we did here. So 2a minus 9x squared, we now divide it by x. So that's just going to leave us with 2a minus 9, so I'll have the plus sign there, 2a minus 9, and then x. That's just divided this by x, just take off one of the exponents there. And now this, we're now going to multiply by the 3. So that's going to give us plus, times this by 3, we just multiply the coefficient. So that's 6a minus 27x. Okay, so what we do now is we now subtract this as we did before. So minus 4x minus 6a plus 27x. Well, we've got minus 4x minus 27, so that's going to give us positive 23. So let's just write that here, that's positive 23. Just draw a line here, positive 23, we keep that in the brackets. And then we've got, for the a's, we've got 0 minus 6a, there's no a's in this term here, so we now just write minus 6a. And that's x. Okay, so as we did before, now we've got this term here, 23 minus 6ax, we now just divide by x. So we end up with 23 minus 6a in this term here. So 23 minus 6a is all we have here. And as we did before, multiply by 3. So that gives us 69 minus 18a. So let's just write that down here, 69 minus 18a. Okay, so 69 minus 18a, if I just write this 5a out here a little bit further, just so we can see that comes down here. This 5a, we're now going to subtract that from this 69 minus 5a, from 18a. So 5a minus 18a will give us 23a. And 0, so there's no coefficients in there, you could have 5a plus 0 in fact. So 0 minus 69 will give us minus 69. And we can put a plus sign there. So again, as before, just like we ended up with here, we know that the remainder should be 0. So the remainder should equal 0. So therefore 23a equals 69, a equals 3. Okay, so that gives us our solution again, exactly as we wanted before. Now the other method, which we can do here, we can just plug in that x equals minus 3 is a solution. So let's just put this one here. So x plus 3 equals 0, so therefore x equals minus 3 is a solution. So what we're going to do now is plug in minus 3 into this polynomial, see what we get. So let's just box this off so we keep separate. So f of minus 3, so x is minus 3, equals 3 times minus 3 cubed plus 2a times minus 3 squared minus 4 times minus 3 plus 5a. Okay, and if it's a solution, then what we know is that this, let's just write that 5a there for you, equals 0. That's a solution. So let's just sum this all up. So we've got 3 minus 3 cubed is minus 27. Minus 3 squared is 9. Minus 4 times minus 3 is plus 12. And then the 5a stays. Okay, let's just solve for a now. 3 times minus 27 is minus 81. That's 18a plus 12 and plus 5a, and that equals 0 again. Okay, let's just mix up the like terms. So the coefficient minus 18 plus 12, minus 81 plus 12, so minus 69. 18a plus 5a is 23a, and that all familiar 23a and minus 69 has turned up again, and as we know, as before, 23a equals 69, a equals 3. And there's 3 ways there to solve this polynomial.